a new home for a while. Let me feel alive.
We just ripped the license plate.
Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride.
I'm Sarah and this is Charlie. We fell in love on a cheap fixer-up sailboat in the San Francisco Bay, and our love has withstood many a boatyard project, a chronic illness for each of us, and a move to Vermont where we are creating a little home base to heal and save up before taking back to the sea. Join us as we drive our self-built, oversized tiny house halfway across the USA and get it situated in Vermont. It's 802 degrees and we are going to Vermont this week. So we haven't done a couple episodes because it was just a really hard time of life. Fast forward and we have a tiny house that is drivable. It's definitely not finished. We have a lot of insulating and siding and finishing and electrical and plumbing to do, but it is drivable and we are going to Vermont, mostly inspired by the fact that it is 802 degrees out here. Yesterday we took the tent tarp off. It was the first time we really saw the tiny house. It's pretty surprising. It looks a lot different out of the tent than it did in the tent. What you up to?
We're gonna start budging the house. We've unwrapped the cocoon. The house is in the sun and the rain for the first time. It fended itself pretty well, I think. So far it's dry on the inside, we're good. It's nice and cool in there in the sun.
This is our friend Peter.
Hey guys.
Came down from the north to rescue us. Hi. I think your apple has a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
What you got there? What you got there?
I got my socket set, but I wasn't really able to figure out how to get the sockets off. Shoplifter proof and me proof. There we go. 9/16, right, Peter? Where's the bad spot?
You can't tell him in the camera. Project next, we are taking down these metal pieces that held the tarp of the tent. They are big and heavy, and we're going to use the tiny house and slowly pull the tiny house forward to the next metal post, forward to the next metal post, until we have them all gently lowered to the ground. That's the plan. How you feeling about that, Charlie?
Good. I got my little trash bits. Hi.
Hey.
Sunny, it's a hot one. What is it, 90?
802 degrees.
Oh. Nice lady. Big one. So this one is it's got a J bend at the bottom. Have to pull the red thing ball around and around.
He was a sailor due to the fact that he has an old falling apart gathering rope.
It's a good dock line. Going back into service.
So that you can pull it out. You can pull out the bolt and stuff.
Am I in danger?
Not yet. Well, they might go that way.
That's
Can
where
I
I
throw
am.
bolts down there? This plan is that then there's nothing supporting this one either. Thanks. Someone's paying attention. Someone's got to be watching things. This is going to be fun. Here we go.
Well, that could have went a lot worse. Well, Charlie dropped his first thing
I'll come down and find it.
into the tall, tall grass.
I'll crawl around.
Do you think it's this further this way or this way?
I've taken refuge under a shade tree because it is so hot. The guys have on long sleeves. Smart. So we were pretty on the fence about whether to bring the tent or not because it probably weighs about 2,000 pounds and we are pushing the weight of what we would like to carry with the vehicles anyways, and our vehicles are pretty old, so we've been doing a lot of maintenance on them just to make sure they're ready for the trip, but it's going to be at capacity. But we decided that we're not going to be able to move right into our tiny house when we get there because it will just be massively in the way of finishing construction. I'll show you the inside soon, but it is not ready to be lived in. So we'll be living in a tent, and the more tents we have, the better. So I think that we'll be able to like unload crates of stuff, our personal belongings and tools, into the big green tent that's set up off to the side of the tiny house. And then hopefully by fall, when it starts getting cold, we are ready to move into our tiny house. Okay, go.
Putting the pipes inside now. We lowered each vent for the tent. All the pipes are in pieces on the ground. We're gonna put them inside. Portable garage goes on the road.
So many tent pieces. Destructing the construction site. Life is crazy. We have to get permits for so many states to move our tiny house through, and it is not an easy process. Like Virginia, for example, I just spent the whole weekend trying to get it, and when their offices opened Monday morning, I called and they're like, oh yeah, that part of our site is under reconstruction, so it just doesn't work. You have to do this instead. And I figure every state's gonna be like that. So that's what I'm doing. And Charlie and Peter just put some more varnish on the masts so that while we're gone, the sun doesn't completely destroy them. And yeah, now we're gonna do some bee venom therapy and more permits. The other thing we've been doing is just like generally decommissioning the boat. I just defrosted the freezer and the fridge, and Charlie and I are in the middle of packing up everything. It's totally overwhelming. I don't think we're gonna get much sleep for the next few days. Trying to enjoy the process along the way though. Knock knock.
Thank you.
So I got a permit for West Virginia and Maryland. They use the same system. Virginia is applied for. All right, Peter, how are you feeling about the road trip?
Seems like an adventure in itself.
What you got going on there, Charlie?
A lot of bees trying to stay cool.
Do you think they're staying cool enough?
No. Maybe. That should keep it shut from going. The windows might shimmy open. Traveling. Can you go grab the black plastic trash bag from the back seat for us?
Take-off time! Okay, so we've been on the road like an hour maybe, and yeah, it's not going great. The truck was really overheating, and you could just tell that it was struggling to even drive 40 on a flat stretch. We just ripped the license plate off the truck because we realized it was blocking the radiator, and
I didn't put it on.
And zip tied it back on. I do not know that this is gonna make it, and maybe like it would, but we will destroy it in the process. So yeah, that was a surprise. We're expecting this to go not this badly at least. This truck is in pretty good shape, and we checked every bit of it and even had a shop check it before we left, so yeah. All right, here comes Peter. What's Peter got?
Oh, you got the new air filter. Perfect. We're trying to cool this thing down a little bit. The license plate was also partially blocking the transmission cooler, so we're trying to get airflow over the radiator in the lower half of the tranny cooler. Hopefully this helps.
This was $42.
How much of it? Do you think it would fit to here? It would be propped up. It needs a big surface area to get through.
Luckily, we broke down in front of the Fredericksburg Food Co-op, so we got some Vermont ice cream. Where are we going?
Ben and Jerry's Valley.
Here now. Yeah, we're going here now.
We're out of. Doing the morning hip releases.
Morning.
Checking the oil.
How are you feeling about today's trip?
Feeling good. It's not hot yet. Trucky's gonna love it, but we gotta be on the road.
comes Peter.
When you go through, you get that later.
Blue dew, blue moon.
Oh my gosh, we just got to our land in Vermont. It's been such a long day of driving and I just feel like my heart is bursting. I'm so happy to be here. I got separated from Charlie because I drove 30 minutes south earlier today and I caught up like 10 miles before we got here. And it's dark and everyone's exhausted. Peter's here too, and we're just going to probably situate things so they're secure for the night and then go spend the night at Peter's. So more in the morning, but I'm so happy to be back.
You made it.
I'm so happy to be here. So we're gonna try to get the wood miser up the hill. The land has like 3 level plateaus. So we've dropped the tiny house here in the driveway, the very bottom, and we kind of need a vehicle to get to Peter's. So we're going to try to take the wood miser to the 2nd level, but it's around a pretty sharp curve that we're going to have to widen out for fire regulations anyways. But we're gonna see if we can make it.
Oh, ferns smell good.
It's nice here.
Yep. Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Peter. Nice
High
going.
fives!
I'm kind of
High fives to everyone but me. How does it feel to be back?
It feels really wonderful here. This is a healthy place.
My solar system sounds angry.
Thanks so much for watching, and so sorry for the gap in videos. We totally ran out of money in the spring and I had to put all my hours into other jobs, but hopefully our channel will grow to replace that and this can become my job. I've decided to commit to making 50 videos, and by the end of that, if we have enough support on Patreon and it looks feasible for this to be my job, I'll keep going. I really hope we get there because I truly love sharing our wacky life through these videos and even editing them. Thanks so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please tell us in the comments, subscribe, and give it a thumbs up to help that algorithm. See you next time.